The Alchemy. Sounds like a very dramatic title of a song, but a very Taylor title as well. Actually, I'm surprised this is number 15, which is actually in the original album. I think there's only 16. This actually might be the. How many songs are in the original Part 1 album? Is it 1 or is it 2? Sorry, is it 16 or is it 15? How do I even find that? I don't know. It's 17. Okay, 17 tracks, but then they have the longer version, which is 31. So we're getting towards the end of the original album. This seems like it could be. I'm surprised actually Taylor doesn't have a song called The Alchemy first. Second of all, this seems like one she would typically start with, like a title track like this. But I don't know. Let's get right into this. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and we're going through Taylor's album. This is track 15. I have a whole bunch of stuff on Patreon as well if you want to check that out, including just documentary reactions, music documentary, movies, musicals, tons of stuff. There's probably like 100, 200, 300 videos on there as well if you want to check it out. Let's get right into this. I'm probably also going to be putting the whole Taylor Swift album, this whole album straight through, in like if you want to watch it straight through kind of thing, all 31 songs. It'll be like 3 hours or 4, but grab a bag of popcorn and a dictionary and you could enjoy it with me.
This happens once every few lives.
I like that transition from these two songs. Like Smallest Man Who Ever Lived into this is a nice vibe. I like that.
These chemicals hit me like white. What if I told you I'm back? The hospital was a drag. Worst sleep that I ever had. I circled you on a map. I haven't come around in so long.
It's very stereo drums.
But I'm coming back so strong.
Swelling coming in.
Touchdown, call the amateurs and cut them from the team. Ditch the clowns, get the crown, baby, I'm the one to be. Cause the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy?
Yeah. Okay, let's pause. There's not a lot of instrumental. She goes straight into all these lyrics. Really cool arpeggio on the going on, kind of very stereo song. Okay, so I've seen a lot of comments where people said, "Oh, I'm surprised that you thought that there was a transition in sound of the song and the album," because a lot of people are saying that it sounds similar. What I could actually see that comment coming from people is not so much in the production of the music. I'm actually finding it in melody. Like this melody, dum bum bum ba da dum ba da 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 bum ba. Like I feel like we've heard that like in like 5 songs already. It's like re re, like re do do re mi fa sol la. That whole re da 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 do. Going back to do da da mi da da da. Like it's a very Taylor one note kind of thing. I could see that being the case of like a slightly repetitive feel with the melody, giving that kind of vibe. I wouldn't say so much production. There are kind of very similar sounds, like, these random kind of like hits and stuff that we're hearing, which is what I would say is probably, since it's, I was going to say a very Jack Antonoff thing to do, but I wouldn't necessarily say production. I'd actually say more melodically, and maybe even thematically with a lot of this whole, like, again, going to jail or like robbers and like, a prison kind of thing is kind of like a very big theme where like now we're in the hospital, like this very extreme versions of the human life.
What if I told you we're cool? That
nice layered vocal.
Back in school is forgiven under my rule. I haven't come
big
around
reverb.
In so long, but I'm making a comeback to where I belong. So when I touch down, call the amateurs and
classic Taylor melody.
Ditch the clowns, get the crown, baby, I'm the one to be. Cause the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? These thugs swarm the benches, we've been
Hold on a sec. That is an interesting line. He jokes that it's heroin. Hold on a sec. Those blokes were invented. I want to rewind this on a sec.
Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? These blokes warm the benches. We've been on a winning streak. He jokes that it's heroin, but this time with an E. 'Cause the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly,
Again, I don't want to get into the details of who the songs are about. This, the other thing. Like that's not my place. But that is an interesting lyric because of who the conversation on the internet has been saying this album is about. Has talked a lot about his struggle with heroin. And that's interesting. That's an interesting call out right there, man. Jeez.
shirts off and your friends lift you up over their heads. Beer sticking to the floor. Cheers chanted 'cause they said there was no chance.
Harmony is
Trying
so
to
good,
be
man.
the greatest in the league. Where's the trophy? He just comes running over to me. Touchdown, call the amateurs and cut him from the tee. Ditch the clowns, get the crown, baby. I'm the one to be. 'Cause the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy?
It's a cool lyric. High and low.
We've been on a winning streak. He jokes that it's heroin, but this time with an E. 'Cause the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? This happens once every few lifetimes.
Harmony is so big.
These chemicals hit me like white wine.
So I'm noticing again, structurally, it's kind of a similar theme as well. You know, we talked about like how it might not be, you know, the same production, but it's kind of similar lyrics and kind of similar themes and like very similar melodies. I'm noticing structure is kind of similar as well. I could see where a lot of these songs start with a specific line and then will end again repeating that line. I mean, we're on track. That was 15. I'd probably say 4 or 5 have done that so far, which is, you know, kind of a similar thing. So I can see why people are feeling like this, you know, it can be a little repetitive. What I find interesting as well is that there, like a lot of the references to like high school teams and football teams and this kind of thing. And it's interesting because as, you know, just the place of life, I guess, is like, you know, how do I say that? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm trying to, I don't know how to want to, like, Taylor's in their 30s, mid-30s now, and it kind of is these references to, like, being, like the high school party kind of thing. It's just an interesting reference, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, you know, like, I don't know if that's really where she is in life at the moment, and I don't know. I'm just curious your opinion on that. So let me know what your thoughts are if you're trying to understand what I'm trying to say. But check out the Patreon if you're interested. There's a whole bunch of stuff if you want to support the channel that way, or consider subscribing if you want to support it that way. It's a free way to support the channel. Thanks so much for watching. God bless. Peace out.